Greetings and welcome to a quick look at Creativerse. Creativerse is a, not actually sure how new, but it seems pretty new to me. Sandbox style game, and of course all of you Minecraft players will probably recognize various aspects of it very quickly. However, there are big chunks of Creativerse that I am very, very intrigued with right off the bat, and I think set it apart. I saw actually somebody else do a quick look on this, and I thought I would give it a try, and I've become enamored with it very quick. It's very interesting. So you basically have, if you look down across the bottom, we're in a world that I've created. That's my house over there. Tab swaps between your weapon slot and your tool slot. Your tool helps you harvest, just left click. It helps me harvest grass, dirt, stone, whatever. See, we've got ravines, big trees, all sorts of great stuff. There's even some, there was a little pigsy over here earlier. Hold down shift to do a little bit of sprinting. Oop. The crabs are tough. Ooh, I need those mushrooms. Ouch. No, no, no. You'll notice I have a block highlighted. I can scroll through those. The highlighted block helps me determine which one I'm going to place with a right click. So, or use, I guess, more appropriately. Need the mushrooms for health. So now I have the grass block right. I can just place them deck down, pick them up. Very interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. So, let's go back over to the house. That is a pigsy. There we go. Right click and take all of my loot. I have a stone and wood house that's got some glass windows to it. I think that's very cool. This game has beautiful graphics. Right click to open and right click to close. Beautiful graphics. I love the machine graphics too. Glass ceiling, because the night sky is gorgeous. These are lamps. That is a wood burning lamp. Oh, and this is a teleporter pad. I love this thing. You start off with one and you place it down somewhere. Then whenever you hit T, you go back to your teleporter, and then I can right-click and determine, do I want other people to be able to play here or not? Or teleport here. So I could see, if I was in a world with other people, I could see their teleporters and pop back and forth. I think that's very cool, actually. That means early game you can trade and swap around. I'm going to right-click and... let's see. Got those in there. I put that in there. More sticks. Stone rods. Yeah, I have a little bit of a mine here. That is a moss torch that I've actually made. Now, the cool thing that I actually like about torches... let me get out of here. A couple of different kinds. Some are cheaper than others, and some give better light than others. If you actually target the ceiling, the torches automatically hang from the ceiling. I think that's very cool. I really like that. You can attach them to walls, or just have them stand middle of the floor. And then there are more expensive coal torches. Yeah, those look nicer, but they also light up a much larger area. So I can actually take all of these other torches back. I need as many moss torches as I can. Actually, you know what? Put one right. Inventory. Oh, there's a machine on the other side of that. Funny. Yeah, this is a very cool game. I've got, you can see the different layers. This is a dirt block, and it even says right there above my hotbar. There's sandstone. This is ordinary stone, as you can see. There are fossil blocks. You can actually get bones from either animals or get them from fossil blocks, which is cool. Let's see. This is a different kind of block. This is limestone. Bedrock, yeah. Glowing mushrooms. I actually don't know what those are for yet. I can't even mine them yet. Whoops. You notice? It's got that darker red kind of a texture on there because I can't use that yet. So let's go back upstairs. Hop, hop, hop. I need to actually make some stairs and put them on here. Like legit stair blocks. These are chests. They work exactly like you would think. Right-click to open. You have a back button, or you can just hit escape to close. This is the thing that you're going to see out in the world, a crafting table. You start a brand new game in Creativerse. This is a Steam game, by the way, for those that don't know. When you start a new game in Creativerse, you'll see these. That's my mouse freaking out. You'll see these things dotting the landscape, and initially, you cannot move them because you will have basically an empty slot right here. Empty slot right. I think you have a stick there normally, but this is an empty slot. This is your tool slot. In your base tool slot, actually, you'll notice I can't even harvest this stone. I could do grass, and I could do glass, but like these lamps, I can't. So, what you have to actually do is make upgrades. If you see right here, there's a wood power cell. It requires some cragwood, some grass blocks, some brown mushrooms that you can find hidden in the dirt, and vines off of trees. It's very cool. And you make one of those and put it down in your inventory slot. I have a stone power cell, so I can actually harvest a little bit better stuff. The wood power cell lets you harvest stone and other more advanced materials. When you make a stone power cell, you can start harvesting limestone and bedrock, and then you can actually use these things called extractors, which are very cool. I need to actually go downstairs and see if I can find something to slap an extractor on. I'm going to highlight my extractor. And I hear the ticking of monsters off in the distance. I have a big maze of mine shafts back here. But I'm still not finding. I'm specifically been looking. Which way did I come from? Good grief. Even deeper. That is ordinary dirt. I hear monsters behind the walls. Yeah, you can hear them too. Way back here. Oh my gosh. Let's put a torch there. Grab some of this limestone, bedrock. And aha, magnetite. So here, what I'm going to do, I think... Oh no, I can actually just mine that. Okay, cool. I'm going to have to see what I can do with magnetite. Let's put a torch right there. And I will eventually run across stone. Yeah, and you see, I've completely used up my little battery for my tool. So now I can't harvest bedrock or stone anymore. I'm going to do a little bit of sprinting. I do not have step assist of any kind, unfortunately. Need to make some stairs, so I'm not having to bounce up and down the stairs as much. Good grief. One thing I think is interesting about Creativerse is that they don't stop at the crafting table. Come over here to this crafting table. I want to make a stone power cell. I have stone, I have slabs. I need flowers and mushrooms. Got one of those. Do I have any? I used all my mushrooms. And I need more flowers. You can make beds. That is a thing. If you look way off in the distance over there, and if you look at the top of my screen where the compass direction is, that compass will eventually have, popping up on it any minute now, a gear icon. I think. Yeah, this is a crafting table. You just find them in the wild. It's very cool. And you have to find and make the components for a wood power cell before you can move it. You can't even make the components to make one of those until you have made a wood power cell. So it's interesting. I'm going to go over here real quick. Oh, here's some more mushrooms. These are what I need. And I don't have a lot of time until nightfall. This game has beautiful music, and I love the graphics to it, but I'm absolutely having a blast in it. It's very interesting to see. Oh, is that the right kind? Nope, that's the wrong kind. Okay. I think I need to go... Yeah, ashenwood trees. So what I need to do is go up to one of these cragwoods. Ooh, a chest. Coal, which is awesome. An extractor and gunpowder. Okay. Treasure chest dotting the world at various places. There are some very nasty monsters that come out at night, and I'm worried that sunset is coming up on us here in a little bit. By the way, you notice I jumped 2 blocks high, not 1 block. I think that's very cool. Oh, I see some. Hang on a sec. Some of these fallen logs here. That is the flower in question. There's another one up here. Let me just dig around a little bit and see if there's any more. Leaf blocks are actually very useful. I find them very pretty. I think the pattern kind of breaks things up a little bit. I think that's all we're going to find. And the sun is setting. Let's make a dash for home. That's the remnants of a tree I cut down. This game is still in early access, beta, basically. It is still, probably what they would consider early alpha. I'm not sure. What am I missing? I'm 1 short on the mushrooms. Wow, okay. I do have some of those. I'm gonna put those over there. Let's see, yeah. Put that over there. I'm going to craft 1, and you'll see the progress. I can just hit F to collect it. F is also the key that you use if you look here on the towards the top. Interact with either the F key or right-click, either or. So there's also the forge, which is this thing right here. Right now, the only thing I can actually process in the forge is sand, and I've turned it into a whole bunch of glass. There are other things I can process in the forge later on. Actually going to put those up there and see. Nope. Oh, we have our wooden power cell. Unfortunately, it does not have a lot of durability to it, so you have to be careful. Then there's 2 processors. Processors get... Oh, actually, you know what? It'll show you. If you hover over stone to a stone slab. I have some stone slabs that I can cut into stone rods. I can get a log and turn it into a wood slabs into wood rods. Obsidian ingots that you get from putting an extractor on an obsidian node. You can turn them into obsidian slabs. Obsidian slabs you can turn into obsidian rods. I actually don't know what I can... I'm just going to get one of those and turn it into a rod and see what happens. Now, every once in a while, I do see this. It looks like I have 2 stacks now. That's just an update bug. They are apparently working on stuff like this. And it's just a visual bug. If I step out and go back in, you'll see it correct itself very quickly. But yeah, I think this game is gorgeous. I think there's so much potential in it. Fluid is very movement. The game performs very well. I'm curious if I can build anything now that I have these things. That's the processor right there. Not real hard to make. Stone, cragwood, and vines. Cragwood's a specific kind of a tree. I have some cragwood and some ashen wood. I haven't found anything else yet. Extractors are what you put on a block to pull out coal, iron, diamond, any kind of ore, basically. And there's a basic extractor and then an advanced extractor, which I can't make yet. The basic extractor gives you 6 of something. So if I put that on a coal node, I'll get 6 coal. If you put an advanced extractor, you get 12, which I think is cool. They kind of have ore doubling built into the game. They have some of the more advanced stuff. They didn't stop at crafting table and furnace. They have things like this. And since they actually don't use crafting recipes per se, I think, they're just an ingredients list, I think it's a bit more flexible in terms of what they can make. Like, there's a wood-burning lamp. This is you can color them yellow or red. There's a gas lamp, which is very cool. Ooh, fossil. Okay. Hang on a sec. I actually have some of those. Let's grab some fossils. You see potions. We can actually make health potions, which give us back more health than just eating a mushroom would. All sorts of cool stuff. They have explosives. Yeah, like TNT, stun bombs, and even flares. As you can see right here, thatched roof, they actually do have slope blocks in here. They have stairs, half slabs. There's different kinds of doors that you can actually make. Window blocks, tables, fences. A couple of different kinds of chests. This one has more storage slots in it. Armor. I have not actually had a chance to upgrade much of my armor yet. I actually want to see... Oh, you get 2 of those. Used up my 1 obsidian rod that I'd made. Or 3, I guess, of the 4 that I had. I'm going to claim that. And I've got this right here. That lights up a pretty big area. I'm going to get that one and put it right there. I said close the door before the nasties come. You can see a pig zoo off in the distance. Aha! Here we go. And this is why I love this game so much. The gorgeous graphics. I love having this glass roof on my little house. It's not quite a 9x9, but it's working. The starter Minecraft hovel, as it is. Real nice big trees. The crag trees, actually, cragwood trees get huge. There's lots of different kinds of terrain. There's beaches, there's mountainous terrain, flat plains, several different kinds of creatures that I found. You've got crabs, a little pig zoo, a couple of different other nastier things that actually only dwell underground, but I haven't digged deep enough yet. I'm still working on that. So yeah, it's a very pretty game. I do not know yet if I'm going to do a playthrough of this or show additional footage or what. So I want you to voice. I want you to tell me. What do you think of Creativerse? Do you want to see more? Are you curious? Maybe I could actually get the developers to chime in a little bit. Playful Corp, @Playful on Twitter, are very nice guys. I've actually gotten some really quick responses from them on Twitter already, and they seem pretty cool. Maybe we could get them to talk to us a little bit and show us some things around about the game. I think that'd be neat. So definitely let me know. I think that this game has a lot of possibility. I am not going to say this is a Minecraft killer. I think it would be dumb to say that. I think saying that about any game is dumb. But I think that Creativerse has a lot of potential, and I think there's a lot of untapped gameplay potential in here already. Between all the different elaborate recipe systems that they've got built in, you can even filter. There's all weapons and offensive equipment. This is tools. Or just everything. Between some of the more advanced tech and the kind of the different, more alien kind of technology feel to it instead of being a caveman, I really like the feel of it already. I think it's a gorgeous game. Now, there is only one thing that I have found that makes me kind of stop and think. This world isn't running on my machine. Creativerse actually runs on server. It runs on the Creativerse servers. You create a world on their server and you password protect that world. You can step onto that world whenever you want. You can actually explore as much as you want and build as big as you want. There are no limits. But If you don't password protect a world, anybody can stop by into your world and play with you. Now, this is a good thing and a bad thing. You can actually give your world's name and password to your friends, and they can very easily join. That means no complicated internet sharing, no complicated server setup. However, this does mean you're dependent upon the Creativerse people and Playful Corp. So, I'm curious. I want feedback. I want you guys to let me know. In the meantime, I'm going to get back to doing some exploration underground, see if I can find some iron and more obsidian. And I will talk to you later. Let me know, Creativerse. What do you think?